This drawing will bring you to the process of oogenesis, which occurs in the ovaries. Oogenesis begins when one is in the embryo state and continues when she reaches puberty and ceased when she enters the menopause stage. In the embryo state, there are a lot of germ cells. Germ cells are cells that have the potential to become the gametes. These diploid germ cells will undergo mitosis and differentiation. These processes produce large numbers of primordial follicles with diploid oogoniums within. This is the primordial follicle. And this is the oogonium. These diploid oogoniums also undergo meiosis I. However, the meiosis is incomplete and stops at prophase I. This incomplete meiosis I produces primary follicles with diploid primary oocyte within. This is the primary follicle. And this is the primary oocyte. When a woman reaches puberty, she would have about 400,000 primary follicles. And every month, one primary oocyte will resume and complete meiosis I. However, the division is unequal. A condition of unequal cytoplasmic division occurs. As a result, a complete meiosis I will produce one large secondary follicle. This is the large secondary follicle, with the haploid secondary oocyte within. Due to this unequal cytoplasmic division, one small first polar body is also produced. The first polar body does not gain much cytoplasm and therefore will not survive throughout development. The haploid secondary oocyte, on the other hand, will continue to undergo meiosis II. However, the meiosis is incomplete and stops at metaphase II. As the secondary follicle continues to grow larger, ovulation will occur. This process releases the haploid secondary oocyte. This is the secondary oocyte that has been released. And this is where ovulation occurs. The burst secondary follicle will itself transform into a corpus luteum. This corpus luteum continues to remain inside the ovary. The haploid secondary oocyte that has been released can only complete meiosis II with one condition. And the condition is when a sperm comes into contact with the secondary oocyte. However, the division of this meiosis II is not equal. A condition of unequal cytoplasmic division occurs again. As a result, a complete meiosis II will produce one large mature ovum and one small second polar body. The second polar body does not gain much cytoplasm, and therefore will not survive throughout development. The end.